Hello and welcome to the Impact Dynamics podcast.
I'm Andy Little.
My name is Rusty.
We're a couple of blokes who talk about precision rifle shooting and equipment.
And tonight we are talking about me booking into my first PRS match.
Oh, woohoo! Let's go.
Match director, mate. Match director. Hello, Andy.
Hooray!
Hooray. Hope that's enough.
We need your vote.
Now we've caught up to where we are on the podcast.
All right, go on back.
Roll the outro. I did it, Andy. I did it.
Hooray.
I booked into my first PRS match
That's.
for the second time.
What do you mean?
I've done this before and then the match got cancelled. So
watch out, guys. Border will close soon.
Yeah, we've all been there. Yeah,
I've been there many times. So I booked into the Knife Force Heatstroke Open up in Darwin. Butters match.
Awesome. How exciting.
This will be the first one. And so it's exciting. How are you anyway? How are
right.
you? You good?
All right.
Excellent.
Yeah.
All right.
Ticking
cool.
along.
Josh is here. Josh.
Hi, Josh.
Good, thanks.
Good. I'm just
Yeah,
excited.
no, we didn't ask you if you were good.
I did.
Okay.
I did.
Just
I'm
hi,
here.
Josh.
I did. I was interested in his situation.
Oh, good.
All right. Great.
Moving on.
Excellent. Even if you said you weren't okay, we'd still move on, but that's all right.
It's for a different podcast.
So we are slightly we're about a week out of sync on this episode because of things, because Andy's going to be away and other reasons. But tonight the heat stroke opened, so I registered myself.
Fantastic.
And, pew pew pew. Here we go.
What was when was the last match you actually shot, like PRS match?
I haven't shot one.
Ever?
No.
You've just been running
Not
them.
a PRS branded match.
Yeah.
I've shot the Darwin 2017 Practical Rifle Challenge, I think it was called.
Yep.
Yeah.
Similar, but not under the official banner.
That's the year we only had the one in Mildura. That was the first year.
Yep.
And then after that, it became a PRS match. Up until last year, it wasn't a PRS match because of COVID scares, which then turned out to be legitimate because of your week with the boys.
Yeah, well, that was fantastic.
Quarantine.
One of my best weeks.
It was, but you're not legally allowed to talk about that, so we'll move on.
That's all right.
So lots going on, and then this will be coming out. This episode will be coming out. Actually, Josh, maybe we could sneak this episode out like a couple of days early, because this episode on the schedule will be coming out on the Sunday night after the Sydney match, the Colours King of the Hill.
It will have all been wrapped up.
Yeah. So, but maybe we could sneak this one out on the Thursday or Friday before.
Yeah, get people
So
keen.
you guys are listening to it. Yeah. And the reason I say that is, Andy, you're shooting that match.
I am.
Josh, you're going to this match.
I am. I'm filming that. I'm shooting it in a different way.
You certainly are. And the unique one about this, particularly for you, Josh, is this is the first match that you and I are not going to together. How romantic. I mean, you're going to that I'm not going to. That's probably what I should say. I've been to a few without you.
That's the one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Will you be okay?
I don't know.
Well, he's going with you and Plushie, so that's a serious question.
I have concerns.
Your main concern was your 6:30 a.m. flight.
Yeah.
You didn't seem too happy when you found out about that.
I didn't realise it was that early.
Oh, come on.
You didn't realise there was that early.
I didn't know 6:30 a.m. existed.
So King of the Hill, Colours King of the Hill coming up at the point this episode goes out in a day or two.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Andy, what preparation, given you're away for basically a week prior, have you / will you be doing?
Yeah, so it sort of dawned on me last week. So I got a work trip heading away for the week prior to the match. And I thought, I've got 1 week to get all my stuff together.
Yes.
So that's fit a new barrel, do the load development.
Well, you just be like, hey, I better make some ammo. No.
Got very quickly got a barrel fitted up.
Yep.
Ended up getting a proof barrel from Delta. I had other plans, but time schedules blew out on that one. But still gonna get that eventually.
Okay.
That other barrel. So plan B, got the proof barrel spun up, 28-inch competition. It's a very heavy barrel.
What was the barrel you didn't end up getting?
A cheetah.
A cheetah.
Cheetah barrel.
Seems to suit you.
Yeah. Hey, that's going to be the next barrel you're getting on your Gay Tiger, on your GT. A cheetah barrel.
I don't know.
On the GT.
I think it's a conflict of species.
Well,
I mean, that could end up with some weird sort of hybrid. A gay cheetah.
And then you're running burger hybrids. So
Possible.
Could make that work.
yeah.
Could make that work.
So Yeah, it was all just a rush. Let's get this thing set up. And then I was off to the range last weekend, did a bit of load development, and now I'm loading ammo again to finalise my development.
Yep.
The first trip was getting the flat spots in my velocity, finding those nodes.
Yes.
And this one will be seating depth.
Okay.
And then it sort of dawned on me, the last time I flew with my rifle, it was in the TAC A1 chassis, which had a folding buttstock.
Yep.
And I'd cut out all the foam to suit it, and I was able to fit a lot of stuff in that box, in that gun case.
Yep.
And I was like, damn it, I'm going to have to go through all that again. So went and bought some foam, drawn it out, cut it out, and just a lot of prep work. Now I'm thinking it's going to be wet and cold over there. I need some wet weather gear.
Oh, no. Okay, into the next thing.
So,
yeah, right.
Yes, Saturday is the day for me.
Saturday.
Full day of loading, prep work, shopping, get it all together. Because essentially I'm arriving back from my work trip Thursday night and then flying out Friday morning. So
Straight into it. Josh, what about you? You bought a suitcase today.
I did.
Yeah.
It dawned on me. Ever since we got back from the last match in Buchan, I went, all right, I know this is coming up. I should get a suitcase in advance.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a week and a half.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Every single day I was like, all right, I should buy a suitcase.
Yeah.
Wake
I
up the
waited
next
2
day
years
going,
to buy a suitcase.
I should do that.
But sure.
So I went, you know what, I'm just going to do it.
Yep.
Picked it up today.
Excellent. Happy with it?
Good.
I don't know.
What'd you get? Like a hard shell, soft shell?
Hard shell.
Yeah.
Hard shell.
Zip
Yay
or,
big.
or big clip buckle things?
That,
Yeah.
that big,
Yeah,
you could fit
buckle
in that.
things, zips. I could.
Yeah.
I think I legitimately could.
Oh, that's got to be a TikTok.
Yeah.
All right.
Fly myself to Sydney.
Stuff Josh in the box. What's in the box?
Perfect. Cool. So, what do you have to do to get ready for something? Obviously, we've been to a few matches now. What is this? Your fourth match?
Yes.
Fifth
match.
Fifth
We're doing our
PRS match.
Fifth match.
Okay, right. So you're well versed. You know what you have to do.
I think this comes with the slight not challenge, but point of difference in that it's flying and not driving.
Yeah.
This is
One
true.
thing we've done for every other event is can drive. So
Yeah.
you can just stuff gear in a car and it doesn't matter.
Yep.
So it's a similar sort of situation. Like whenever you're driving with all your shooting
Oh,
stuff,
you
it's
take
like,
all your stuff.
just throw it in.
And all your extra guns and spare and backup ammo.
even if
and
you don't think you need it.
backup ammo and
that's
backup gun.
What
and a
is that?
shotgun just in case.
160 rounds
Yeah,
for the
no.
match. 500.
Yeah,
Got it.
easy.
Yeah, and Mildura had my spare 223 there, just lucky because I was like, what's the harm in taking it?
Yeah, because why not?
Yeah.
Got the room.
But
And you're the same with cameras. You just take all the cameras and all the
Yep.
gear. And,
Exactly.
Yep.
And so now I'm looking at the gear going, all right, what don't I need?
Well,
Well, just on that for you, and I don't know, we're not a camera podcast, but we've got cameras in the podcast, so But for you, Josh, like the last Buchan match, did you sort of go to that with a bit of mindset of like running the perfect gear, the perfect rig sort of setup, so you could just fly with what you used?
No,
No,
not at all.
it's pay cut.
you sort of did.
We
ended up,
sort of
though.
did. It was a bit different. It's been an evolution of from the first PRS was just everything.
All the stuff.
Literally everything.
You did literally, and you did about 8.5 hours a day at that first PRS
Yeah.
doing everything.
I haven't done one like that since.
No,
On purpose too.
Yep.
yeah, huge.
Yeah.
Yep.
But the difference in the last one is we were going to film with a few different people.
Oh yeah,
And so there was a little bit of a mindset of like, all right, don't want to be rocking up at these places and just hauling in gear. So I was thinking a bit smarter of like, all right, these are the necessities. And there was a few extra nice to haves that were like in the van, but they didn't get pulled out while we were there. So we're like, cool, we made it work.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be maybe a little bit more cut down again.
Yeah.
Just of like, all right, we don't need all the lights for this because we're not going inside. Cool. There's massive boxes we don't need.
yeah.
And
Okay.
it's also, what's going to fit in my camera bag, which I can take with me, and then the suitcase.
Okay.
So you'd pretty much be looking at one camera rig and a bunch of GoPros and things like that.
2 cameras,
Two cameras.
2 cameras.
photos and video.
Okay. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And probably just a 360 camera and a GoPro.
Yep. Nice.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Andy, for you to fly to a match,
Yes.
because now this is going to be the first time I've flown with firearms for Darwin.
Oh, right. Yep.
Yeah.
That was the first time I flew to as well.
Yeah, last year.
Firearms.
Yep. So what like of the gear that you normally take to a Mildura match, so a drive, what are you turfing out? What's the first few things to go?
Ooh.
So the spare rifle is gone?
Spare rifle's gone.
Gone.
Yep.
Yep.
I'll be cutting down on the amount of tools I take.
Okay.
So previously it would be.
So you're not flying with plushie? Is that what I'm getting?
No, still flying with that tool.
It's just he's the ultimate tool.
Yeah, that's it.
He's not even here to defend himself. Leave it in the comments, plushie. Leave all your abuse in the comments.
That way we can delete them.
Just want something to ignore.
By the time he sees it, we'll be like sitting next to him on the plane.
You will.
There you go.
He'll be listening to this podcast on the plane, and in between you two guys and going, because you're sitting next to him, Josh,
Okay.
and he'll just be like looking over at you, going, okay,
Edit that bit out.
his little ginger way. All right. Anyway,
So-
carry on. You're leaving all the tools at home. Some of the tools.
Yeah, so pretty much I'd take like a bunch of cleaning stuff, whatever tools I need for my rifle, plus whatever I've got.
extra.
Yep. And now essentially
You're a tradie. You got to
I'll
have
trade it.
tools with you.
Yeah, that's it. I feel naked without all my tools and equipment.
Good.
So I'll be cutting it down to
There's a whole channel there.
Yeah,
but
I
anyway,
know.
let's move on. Let's move on.
Move on quickly.
Yep. So I'll be taking pretty much the bare essential I need to pull apart my rifle.
Yep.
And put it back together.
Yep.
No cleaning equipment. I will take a cleaning rod because I've got a longer barrel now. If I do need to clear a obstruction or something, clip something. Someone else
sideways.
will have a jag and some patches and some.
Yep.
I can borrow some stuff.
You can
from
make
there.
that work if need be.
Yep. But if someone's got a short rod, it's not going to work.
It's got very personal very quickly.
It has,
All right.
yeah.
Okay. So cleaning gear's gone. Tools, most of your tools have gone.
Yep.
Your extra rifle's gone.
Yep.
What about the bag situation?
Yep. So I'll have
How many bags do you normally take to a match?
heaps. And
Heaps. Heaps
I
meaning
take-
like 3
so-
or like 40?
so you've got your probably about 5 or 6.
Okay.
Yeah. So your main backpack, pump pillow,
Yep.
the schmedium,
Yep.
pint size,
Mhm.
and then a small, very small little one,
Mhm.
and then I've got a rectangle square one. So I'm going to leave a lot of that at home. And
Which ones are you taking? Commit now.
it'll be schmedium,
Yep.
a little rectangle
The
one
little
I've
one?
got, which
Yep.
is a light fill, and then my pump pillow
Okay. So down to 3.
down to 3.
Yep. And I guess the pump pillow and the little one are not very heavy.
No,
And
they're
the
light.
medium's got some weight to it.
Yep. So,
Okay.
it will be just trying to figure out where I put that weight to fit in my luggage.
Got it.
But,
Inside Josh's suitcase, probably.
perfect.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I'll probably have heaps of room.
He hasn't travelled a lot.
There's enough room for him.
That's all I got the suitcase for.
Okay. So, other than that, it will be the ammo's got to be the ammo, just up to my weight limit.
Yeah, which is 5 kilos.
That's it.
Yeah.
So, I'll just take as much as I can
Sure.
for that. What else? Things like, you know how you got, actually, I probably should still take that, like the rifle cover in case it rains.
Pretty sure that you are
Might
under cover for this match.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, so little bits and pieces like that I'll probably take out my bag. I've got, like in my backpack, I've got like a mesh net I can put over my face if there are heaps of flies and things around. So I might just leave that at home.
Okay.
But it doesn't weigh much. So
You got a beard. You could just like
that's
like
it.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's going to be a clip, isn't it?
Yeah.
Um,
Sealed that deal right then.
oh, my neck. What else? Oh, I do usually carry around a couple of like brackets to, mount my phone to film things or attach my phone to a spotting scope. I'll probably leave all that at home.
Yeah. Well, you got a personal Josh with you.
That's right. Yeah.
So
Yep.
Sorted.
you
Sorted.
might film some stuff, perhaps.
Don't count on it.
He'll be filming us like the whole trip. When he gets to the match, he'll be like,
I'm
"No,
getting rid
too
of
much
these
of you
guys."
guys, too much."
Although he is actually going to be filming Plushie most of the match because Plushie is going to be running a Burris XTR Pro.
Oh, nice. Very good.
So making sure it works for my match. Anyway,
Of
it's
course,
all right.
makes sense.
Carry on. Anything else, you turf?
Let's see. Batteries. I sometimes carry small batteries around for like your rangefinder, for your Kestrel, for those sorts of things.
Yep.
I'll put new batteries in before I leave and then leave
Fresh,
spare ones
smart.
at home.
Yep. Okay.
What else? No, that's probably about
That's
it.
about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because over time you sort of find out that core stuff that you need.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is, I think this is going to be something I'm challenged with is what to take to Darwin. So,
Yep.
I think we will see. We will see how it all goes.
I'll need to do like one of those photo breakdowns of everything.
You do,
laid out.
lay flat.
Yeah.
Lay flat photo.
I've actually only just remembered that I'm going to Darwin too.
You are going to Darwin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's in August, mate. Just so you know.
Yeah, that's ages away.
Yeah.
That's ages.
Don't
away.
even think about it.
Lot
Fine.
happening between now and then. Andy, you're not going to Darwin, are you?
Nah, I can't make that one.
No, you'll be away working, won't you?
I will be,
Yeah. Okay.
but
fair
I'm
enough.
planning to do a sneaky trip to Little River.
Oh, sneaky one.
Sneaky little trip.
Well, that match is sold out. The Steelpocalypse, the Delta Tactical Steelpocalypse is sold out. So it's and look, we can announce now because by the time this podcast goes out, it'll be out. But the let me get the dates right so that I don't give you guys the incorrect information. But the last regular match of the series for 2022, and this is obviously not the finale, is going to be the 30th of September to the 2nd of October, sponsored by APRS. In Tasmania.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
The Precision, I'm going to make sure I get this right, this name right, which I think is Precision Rifle Tasmania. But let me look it up because we haven't actually. What happens is I write it 30 times, putting it on the website and doing stuff, and then I remember it. Yeah. But I haven't done that yet. That happens tomorrow. Precision Rifle Tasmania. It is the guys down there. So that is
fantastic.
Good. Not too far out of Hobart.
Yep.
So I've never been to Tassie. So that's going to be my first trip down to Tassie.
Fantastic.
Josh is smiling like he's coming.
Yeah. I know I'm not for that one.
You're not?
Am I not?
I don't know. Haven't decided. We'll see. Depends how well you go in Sydney.
So is that so what's the idea there? We fly down?
It's a PRS match that you shoot like the other ones. Yeah.
Cool.
You rock up in Hobart
Yeah.
and you go to the range.
And then you go off to the range and then you shoot the match.
We're all doing the Sydney to Hobart in the yachts.
Correct.
And then,
yeah. So after the Sydney match, jump on a yacht.
Yep.
And then make your way down.
Cool.
And I don't know if you've seen the Dude Perfect video. I know you have, but those listening, where you sit in the kayak and you use shotguns and propel yourself along the water. So that's what we're going to do. You jump into the kayak, put all your gear, stow your gear into the kayak, and then grab 2 shotguns. And then boom, pew, pew, pew. Keep shooting your way rather than rowing because that's boring.
Yeah.
Shoot your way down to Tassie. So a couple of months. You'll be down there for the end of September. And
just to be clear, that's the only way to get there.
Yeah.
How else would you get there, Josh?
Well, there's no other method. I was just clarifying,
Okay,
just in
good.
case he was thinking anything else.
Just in case someone has to come up with a crazy idea of like a boat or flying or something. Boat.
No, they don't go to Tassie.
They don't. No, they don't. Apart from the shotgun powered ones.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ones that have shotguns.
Yeah, great. Andy,
I've driven around Tassie. You can catch a ferry to Tassie.
No, it's just stop bringing in reality. Shut this guy down.
Whoop! There go gravity.
All right. So the Tassie match. How good's that? Another state we've.
No, it'll be cool.
Yeah, so Tassie's first PRS match
Fantastic.
end of the year. So those guys who are looking at their score and maybe thinking, oh, it could be better, book yourself into Andy. Book yourself into Tassie.
Yep.
Enjoy a beautiful. Maybe take the missus along. Enjoy a nice week in Tassie in the beautiful part of the world. And
I may still be working at that point.
Whatever. You need holidays for work.
Sick.
Yeah.
COVID.
That's it.
No, hang on.
Don't use that.
Don't do that one. And treat yourself to some time in Tassie and then come along and shoot the match.
It's a beautiful place.
I've never been. So
It's really nice.
I'm going to go. Josh, have you been to Tassie?
I have not. It's been on my list to do for a few years now.
Usually wet.
Usually wet.
Usually wet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rains. I think from memory it rains like 300 days of the year.
Okay.
So wet.
But it's
Wet-
not
wet-
raining the PRS match. I know that.
No.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. That's been booked in.
We've scheduled it in advance.
Scheduled.
Oh, good. Perfect.
The
Scheduled.
question is it just wet or wet and cold?
Or muddy. Is there mud? Because I've still got mud in my van from Buchan.
All of the above.
Okay. Look forward to it.
That's right. Covered.
So Josh is going off to the Tassie match.
Yep.
That's right. I'm sorted. Boots and a heated jacket.
Oh yeah, that's right. We did talk about the heated jackets, didn't we?
We did.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to using mine again. More on my next use of the heated jacket coming soon. Although you'll probably be using yours in Sydney because I'm told that range is cold.
I will.
Yeah.
I might have even got a
Extra batteries.
a jumper.
Okay,
Yeah,
all
got
right,
both.
lashing out.
Sorted.
No, I haven't even thought about
Are you going to run a heated hoodie
Double
with a
heated.
heated jacket on top?
I'm tempted to just for a day and see how it
Might
goes.
blow up.
Nah, should be fine.
Yeah. So I'm trying to look at my notes on the whiteboard, but the ink in the whiteboard marker was not great.
No.
But one of the things I do see on there is, and one of the things here is we had some goodies arrive from Leofoto. Now, this is obviously a bit of a shameless plug, but also some stuff that is relevant to actually talk about.
Relevant to shooting.
This one here, Andy, you were eyeing this thing off. This is, Josh, is that too high or is that, oh no, hang on, we can go lower.
That's good in the wide shot.
Yeah, well,
you're fine.
Lower. There we go.
That's good. Hides the branding of the tripod that it's on.
Oh, it's a really, that's not a really right stuff. That's a Two Vets tripod.
I just
Look how low it
I
goes.
love how we're doing a Leofoto plug on a 2 Vets tripod.
Yeah.
Exactly right.
Perfect.
So this is the MA30L. Now these are inverted ball heads. Andy, have you got your head around this inverted ball head thing yet? So
Trying to invert. No.
all right. So normally for those playing along, these have become like all the rage. And there's the Anvil 30 from Really Right Stuff. And so normally you would have your balls in there, your ball
Singular.
in there,
Yep.
singular. And then you'd have your sort of little clampy bit to connect to your rifle there. And you have this big thing to put the tension on the ball.
Like that.
Like that sort of thing. That sort of, that would be your normal sort of setup. And then what this does is inverts it like that. So like that. But we still, they seem popular. People like them.
Yeah.
I haven't used one with a
neither.
rifle. And this is where I can sort of see where they would be really beneficial. But I haven't used one to see the real benefit of it.
Yeah, I haven't used.
You've seen
one
guys
either.
using them?
I've seen guys using it, but I haven't used one myself.
Okay.
And I can, like yourself, I can see where it's quick and fast with that lever.
So this lever here, this lever here, has some like really good tension, but really smooth as well.
Yeah.
You can sort of push that on and then quick release for the Arca one. One of the cool things about this is, I don't know if we can get that around to the right angle to show off, maybe that one.
Either way you go.
That one there. This is actually a Picatinny rail mount under here and then Narca out on top. That's kind of cool.
That's good.
And Josh, you were watching
so you
some
can drop
guys.
both in there.
Yeah, you can drop both in. You were watching some guys run this sort of style.
I were. I
ball-
was.
ball head. What did you notice about it? The way it was being run.
It seemed quicker than the typical Leofoto base, like underneath and ball heads.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was watching. I can't remember now. There's probably PRS footage that we could even.
Oh
chuck
yeah,
over the
probably
top
would
of
be.
this.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think James or Birchie.
Yeah.
I think he runs
I reckon
one.
you were right. But what I noticed was, like, you'd get your rifle down and lock it in, and then rather than having to drop in underneath and loosen it off and get it in position, your hand is still on the rifle in position, and you just push it forward and pull it back.
Yeah, because you could
and
be like
just
that,
still-
and then you could.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Your
okay.
hand is always on the rifle where you want it to be, and
I see it. Yep.
yeah, it seemed like a really efficient way to clamp up to a tripod and be really super sturdy.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that lever is huge and locks in well. So, I mean, the guys who use it are like, oh, you guys are idiots. It's brilliant. But we're sitting here just trying to understand it, just trying to get used to it. Like I got asked to bring them in. I grabbed some and they released this product and it looked good and I knew people were asking about it. So I grabbed some. But yeah, it's first time sort of hands on with it today and just sort of starting to get a real feel for it. I like this quick release here. That's super quick.
Yeah.
That's really, it's
got a positive release. Like
Yeah.
yeah.
It almost sort of like you push it to a point and then it kind of wants to release.
Yep. That's it.
Right.
Does that open up wider than the other Leofoto releases?
Oh, that's a
I
good
did wonder
question.
that before because
I don't think specifically, no. Although you got some adjustment on it.
Yep.
it'd be interesting to test that because just in my quick little grabbing and opening it up, just first look was I feel like this opens up wider, so it's just
Okay.
much easier to drop the rifle in and shut it. You don't have
Yeah. Nice.
You might be
Such a
right.
narrow
Might be
window.
more travel on it. I would try that now, but every other tripod in this room has a
Please
camera on it, and you would be quite upset with that. So anyway, that's the MA30L.
Yeah.
Interested to see. We've got a few guys who was going to start running them, so welcome to see their feedback. And who knows, I might be running one in Darwin by then.
Yeah. Nice one.
So
yeah.
that is good.
I did have a quick look compared to a normal ball head, and
Yep.
these sit slightly lower because by the time
Yeah,
you have
yeah,
the base, the ball head, and then
You're stacking all your extra elements in one, and then there's just a mount on the other
Yeah,
end.
that's
so,
it.
So there's certainly a lower center of gravity for sure. And then this thing arrived. So ages ago, we sort of pieced together a dual optics mount. So like a ball head and then another mount on there. And then the guys at Leofoto saw it and went, that's kind of cool. And then made their own out of some other components. So they did, and ends up being cheaper, which is excellent. That's the wrong clamp. And so you've got your ball heady thing here, and then just a normal arc clamp there.
Yep.
Ready to go. And both of them, there's two versions, one where this is fixed and then one where this can slide along the rail, and then the ball head can slide along the rail as well. So if you've got a rangefinder, a spotting scope, or some binos and a spotting scope or binos and rangefinder or whatever it might be, that's an interesting option.
Oh,
anyway, so we're playing with some of that gear today, and we use it over a bit of time. Oh, let's just get out some. Now, Andy, there's a box here, and it has been sitting here for a few weeks with your name on it.
Yes. Yeah.
It was so long ago, I've forgotten what's actually in it.
Me too.
Open it up and let's discover together. You know what it is.
It's one of those things.
Josh, is that aircon on heater?
I'm not sure.
It feels like it.
Probably. I'll change that.
Thanks, man.
It's one of those orders I think I placed about a month ago.
Yeah.
And I forgot about it. So it's a good thing. It's a good thing you guys are on top of your stuff.
75 grain ELD match.
Yeah,
I thought you were running 6 mil.
Oh, it changes.
It changes.
It could explode. It could,
It could explode.
It could. What am I trying to say?
I don't know.
That's why my bullets were exploding.
Were you running these in your 6 mil?
Possibly.
That's a
possibly.
No, we've discovered the issue.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how much you know about reloading.
Well, I always thought it was weird that like when I go to seat my bullets, they just sort of fall the way in.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I don't know.
They're not meant to do that.
This is for your 223, isn't it?
It is.
This is for your 223.
Yes.
Are you considering running that instead of your 6 mil? Is it why you got this, or is this practice material?
More of a practice material for our club.
Yep.
Because I just want to prolong my barrel life in my 6 mil.
Mm-hmm.
This is slightly. It is the 223
I got close to hitting a camera with that box, didn't I?
You did.
It landed underneath the camera. I realised that after I heard it hit the ground. Like, oh, hang on, we've got cameras here.
So my thought was that I'll run my 223 at the local club. Just to save a bit of money on my 6 mil barrel life. And because I have no muzzle brake on my 223, it will force me to learn a bit more recoil management.
Gotcha.
Because I feel as if as rifles get heavier and we reduce to instead of 6.5, 6s, and there's 6 like
BRs and
light BRs
stuff.
and stuff. I've gotten very lazy with my recoil management.
Okay.
Because I pulled the 223 out just running 69 grainers, and I was like, oh, I can't see the target now.
These
like
things go pop.
took the shot, recoil. Where did the target go? Damn it!
And that 223 is a bit of a lighter gun.
It's still reasonably heavy.
Comparative to your 6 mil?
It's about the same.
Okay.
Yeah, it's about the same. So I figured the 223 without a brake would be similar to the 6 mil with a brake.
Yep.
But it's actually a little bit more. But, that's good. I think that's all right. So,
okay. So
that's
there
the
you
thought
go.
behind that.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Looks good. Nice.
Give it a crack.
Good luck with
What's
it.
the worst that can happen? So don't look at my local match scores because I never do well there.
We know that.
Yeah.
We will post them all up now.
They
Every
are
single one.
They are right here. We've got a Hornby stack there. Cool. Now, something got posted on the PRS members group.
Yes.
Which I thought was a good discussion, good for fun.
Yeah.
That's something we're going to talk about in a moment.
Oh, okay.
But
You're getting me hyped up.
I know. Keen to talk about it. What if you were to describe it in one word? What would you say?
Advantageous.
Advantage. I was going to say magnum would be the word that I would have talked about. But anyway, that makes more sense. Louder. But before we get into that, we do actually have to thank some sponsors.
We do.
A sponsor, which is The Bearded Chap. You guys know The Bearded Chap, organically made, Australian made. Luke, who owns it, is a shooter. And these guys support us, and we like their stuff. We use their stuff prior to them supporting us, and we'll continue to use it after they stop supporting us, whenever that may be. It is good stuff. Now, this is a beard balm. Andy, do you use beard balm at all?
I do. I've got this
Oh, you
same
do?
one.
Okay,
at home.
all right, there we go. So this I haven't put it on today, so I thought I'd grab it, but it smells nice. And
Got the same one.
I haven't got a lot of beard to play with, but for someone like you, this would keep your beard behaved.
This one, it's on here.
Yeah.
Riveting podcast content.
Protect, condition, and style.
There you go. That's it. So there is the if you guys want to support the show and also support the Bearded Chap and make yourself look amazing and feel amazing, you can go to thebeardedchap.com/impact, and that will not only support the Bearded Chap, it'll also get you some amazing beard related.
If you do the funny hand thing, we can even get it to pop up on the screen.
Oh, like here, like if I do that, it'll pop up.
It'll pop up right there.
Right there.
Done.
Yeah, right.
Right there.
It's there now.
This is
amazing.
Just movie magic. Okay.
How does this work?
I don't know. Just stuff happens. And let's try again. There it is. Yep, got it. All right, you guys are quick.
Yeah.
You guys are very quick
Very
at this. All right. Yep. Okay. All right. No, can't beat you. And so you also support the show is what I'm trying to say. So go check them out. They do all sorts of cool stuff with that. Now that's all over my hands. Come here. I need to get it off my hands. Here we go.
You now have beard hairs on your hands.
No,
No?
I left them all there. I didn't rip any out. I was gentle enough to do that. But
That was rough.
Fun enough to.
Oh,
So
there's
you go to thebeardedchap.com/impact, or you can use the code impact, and you'll be supporting the Bearded Chap. You'll be supporting your face and your hair and your body, as well as supporting us. So we thank you. There you go. Good catch. Go again. We're just rolling this along the table. Yeet. Oh, all right, cool. We'll put that over there. Magnums.
Magnums.
Andy, Magnum. So Birchie, our good mate Jim Bravo from Lover's Gear, put up a question or an idea or a poll in the PRS members forum. And I thought it generated some interesting discussion, and I thought it might be something we bring up here. So PRS national matches, Magnum class. Yes or no? And there's a resounding 81% yes.
That's interesting.
Are you just doing that so you can stroke your beard?
Yeah. Yes, interesting.
Interesting. So, Andy, PRS matches, Magnum class. What's your thoughts?
Interesting. I'd say I'd say someone has tried running a Magnum class in a PRS match before, and I believe that person did not like it.
Magnum class or Magnum caliber?
A Magnum caliber.
Yeah.
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 Do we all know who we're talking about?
I mean, there's many because my
started
history
off
with PRS goes back a lot longer. So let's talk about the old PRI days because we like kicking back to the OG sort of stuff.
Yep. Yeah. Let's do that.
Magnums were what we thought we would run.
Yeah. 300s.
I built a 300 Win Mag
Yep.
for what we didn't know was called PRS, but ended up being PRS.
Yep.
Because I thought that would be the best one because we're shooting long range and 300 Win Mag is a long range cartridge.
Because that was about just past a K. Was it some of those stages?
Out to a mile.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, out to a mile. But most of the stages were within 1,000 meters.
Yep.
So 300 Win Mags. 300 Win Mags for
Let's
the
do it.
first match. There was 24 shooters or something, and more than half were in 30 cals, and about a third of them were 300 Win Mags.
Wow.
We spent a lot of time fixing targets. Actually, not that bad. And then what we've seen is this progression. So perhaps some people forget that most of us started with Magnum calibers in this sort of gear, and then we brought them to like Mildura. And the guys who were running 6 mils were doing better than the guys running 300 Win Mags or all that sort of gear. So in the current format that PRS exists in Australia, it would not be great, to be fair, because and I'll justify my statements. Not to say I don't like the idea. There's more to discuss. There's lots of ideas. It's a great topic to have brought up, and I like the conversations that happen. But on the current stages, talking like a 500 meter stage, you're not utilizing what a Magnum will give you.
It's a lot of overkill. It's a
lot of money to throw. Your recall's pretty savage. Your target frames are a factor. And some ranges might No, most ranges you can shoot those guns on, so there's no big issue there. But you're not separating yourself out. Like the guys with the 6 mils and stuff are probably going to beat you. You're not gaining a whole lot. Now I know I think the idea from Birchie is like its own class. So you're competing against other guys who are running magnums and bits and pieces. But some of the stuff that happens in the States, for example, there's ELR matches within that sort of PRS style. And those matches are the ones that guys will bring 6.5 PRCs, 300 PRCs, 300 Win Mags, or 300 Normas, that sort of gear, because your closest target is 800 meters.
Yeah, right.
And beyond. And that's where it starts sounding very sexy. When you start, having real distance to play with. And you're like, okay, there's some point here, that's 6 mils.
It's just going to run out of power.
It's just going to run out of juice. And your 6.5 PRC or your 300 PRC or something is really got some legs on it. And that's going to be good fun. That's going to be a really good challenge. So I think that there is definitely a place for it. I think there's a great opportunity. In fact, a number of years ago, early PRS days, so post-PRI, we were trying to get a match up and running that was going to be closest target at like 600 meters. And everything beyond that was out to sort of 2Ks. Hello. Some of the challenges that we face in terms of field matches like that, which is the goal we came up against, and it obviously didn't get any legs. But as we see more and more ranges get longer, so that we talked about the Tassie match before, that's in time that'll end up being 1,000 meter range, I believe.
Oh, fantastic!
And so there's more and more stuff starting to come about. So I certainly think there is, while it may not, because obviously PRS stuff happens on an international level, but certainly there could be some opportunity there for some matches that are more focused that way, which I think work well. Yeah. Even a PRS match on the calendar that is the dedicated ELR type match could be fun.
Yeah, no, I think that it will sort of open up the field a bit more, and people have to think about, okay, instead of just shooting 500-600 meters, all right, there's a lot more at play here, like ballistics and wind, and
there's a range in SA being built that's pushing out to a mile.
Yeah,
it's over 1,000 now, and it's pushing out to a mile.
So
that there is more and more coming. In time, and so the discussions like these are great because there's stuff in the works that this actually could, it might be a bit of a joke and a bit of fun at the moment, but it could be quite serious soon.
And with those sort of like dedicated, I guess, longer range matches, be a lower round count, you think, or the stages would be slightly lower?
I don't know. I think they're the details that when we have the possibility to go down that path, then you work out.
Then you work it out.
But the ones that I've seen in the US are the same matches, effectively. It's the same matches, same round count, same things, but just much further away, not so much closer stuff, and you need magnums to make it worthwhile.
I guess the other attraction I've heard of why people drop down is when they're flying, and we have that 5 kilo limit.
Well, that's a really significant factor. Yeah, that's a good point.
Can't fly with too much magnum calibers.
200 rounds of 300 Norma is not going to work too well on a 5K limit. That's a serious consideration. But these are the details that
sort that out later.
Things to come.
That's a later problem.
There was one comment in there that I did like, and I think this perhaps may have been a little bit of the vibe of how things are going. Let's have I just want to find this comment here, which resonates. So hunter type class. So waiting on this. So this is a really I like this idea. Right. And obviously NRL Hunter in the US has really gone down this path and made a niche out of it, which is good. In the IPRF, so the International Precision Rifle Federation, there is a category or class, whatever it's referred to, that is that sort of they've changed the name on it a few times. I think it's still called Classic now. But is that sort of no more than 5 rounds in the magazine, that sort of vibe.
Because I think they've also got a weight limit on your rifle, and there's a power factor, I believe. It's got to be.
I'm not sure, but
anyway.
the rules are there for me to refer to. But that sort of thing that exists, and so what I think there is certainly an opportunity there that with IPRF of running a series of competitions separate. I think they're separate. There's a different field of PRS because your PRS is like I'd perhaps say it's like your Formula One. like you're building cars to do as well as they can in this given rules to make them as good as they can. And same with ROF, same with PRS. You're building guns within the rules to make the best performing gun shooter combination that you can put together.
Yep.
But maybe, Josh, you know more about motor racing, like a street car or touring car, or what's the terminology here I'm looking for?
I'm drawing the biggest mental blank.
Cool. Let's say V8s, for example.
Yeah.
Right, V8s, where you're running cars that are effectively cars you could drive. Can you drive there? No, we're talking sports cars.
Sports cars.
Sports cars. So GT, that sort of stuff, expensive, but just cars that you can take out and use.
So a road legal car as well as track.
That sort of idea of so your guns that you would actually literally go hunting with, using them in a competition format that's set up for that.
Yep.
It's a different feel.
Yeah, for sure.
But there's certainly merit to it. And there's some comps that have done it, but perhaps not with the mentality of how PRS works and that sort of style of shooting. But limited to those style of guns. And certainly with the IPRF, there's an opportunity there, and that is something that is planned to be explored.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, which is very good, because given that there's a category for that at the international level, we want to be able to fulfill shooters to go to that level. So, I think there's good merit there.
Yeah, and I believe, is that sort of the category where you might be walking through the bush a bit, you're not sure exactly where your targets are, you just know there are a certain number of targets?
Yeah.
You have to find them, range them.
Include unknown distance stuff.
Cool.
All that sort of gear that is a little bit more
Hunter style?
Hunter style.
Yeah.
I think that there certainly is room. And certainly PRS has born out of that. But I think it's sort of become its own beast in a way.
Yep, for sure.
And whether there's good stages where you get, and there's a little bit like, oh, this is real world. Like actually, I had a guy in the shop tonight, and he was asking about sort of shooting. He's just getting into it, and I showed him a stage from Monado 2019, I think it was actually. It was a gate stage. And so you had to shoot like from the gate and then cross the fence and like put your gun over and then climb over and then do all that sort of thing, like you would in a real hunting world.
For sure.
So there's definitely, it's not to exclude that sort of stage from PRS. That's what works really, really well.
Yeah.
But I think there is an option there, and how that plays out and how that looks, we'll find out. There's development there. But I think that we finally get a season in for PRS this year. Opens up questions of like, cool, do that again next year. There's opportunity for it. There's a lot of shooters that are keen. What else can happen? What else can grow the sport and the community? So, and those two communities are not far from each other.
No, not at all.
No, they can very much coexist and be a lot of crossover between them. But I also think that the comps would feel different. There'd be a different.
Yeah, you definitely get a different sort of crowd. Not different crowd, but you'd bring in certain.
There will be others that are really keen on that, and then there's other guys that are really keen in the PRS sort of world.
And then the 22 people can just, rimfire.
Hang out with my people. They're my people. Like rimfire.
Yes, I'm in.
Josh is rimfire. Yeah.
Oh,
so I thought that was a great discussion. I like that sort of thing. Like seeing what else could we do? What else is fun? What else is enjoyable? Because if we didn't ask those questions, we wouldn't have ended up with PRS.
That's it.
So, that is very good to see. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. I did like Trent's comment was saying, are you volunteering to fix the targets? Because when you're shooting targets at 200, 300, 400, it is pretty easy to knock those targets. But you blow bolts out. That's probably the biggest thing is those bolts get blown out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's not much you can do about that.
Yeah, they can only absorb so much energy until they just fatigue and fracture. And
and crack and stuff. That's the way. All right, well, that is it. Andy, Josh, good luck this weekend.
Yeah, thank you.
This weekend at the Carlo's King of the Hill. Go and enjoy the range.
Yeah, we'll do.
It's a brand new range for you. Never been there.
No,
good luck.
Yeah, thank you.
Are you prepared?
Nope.
Thought so. Josh?
Nope.
Perfect. Hope it goes well. And beardedchap.com/impact and go buy all your beard related stuff.
Creamy.
Let's get out of here. Enjoy. You got a load of ammo. Off you go.